Hello guys, in this video I'm going to have some tips with you in SAS. We can sometimes helps you, I don't know. But I think for every time SAS is very great user important for you because it can help you work with data in every kind of sector in finance, bank, in insurance, in clinical. I mean, every kind of domains in life of human being. And so here, what I'm going to do is just to help you use PROC HTTP and very easy. Sometimes when you work with Python or R, you can bring some data from URLs into your environment, working environment, I mean. And here, I'm going to do the same things with SAS. You have this data about NBA, and what I'm going to do is to bring this data in SAS using the URL here. I mean, this, yeah, this one. I'll just copy it and use it in my code. And sometime if after that, this video, maybe you just have some information about PROC HTTP, but you can go on SAS documentation to have more information. And how we can find some documentation about a procedure in SAS. This is very easy. Maybe let's think that I want just to have some information about PROC contents. I'll just tap on my PROC contents here. And when I start typing PROC contents, you can see here that I have a name for contents. And you can find some information here right back on this board, okay, but not totally. So if you want to find, you just have to click on that, okay, click on the procedure contents here, and you will try to have every kind of information about PROC contents. And when I give all that, you can use usage, PROC contents, concept, PROC content, and give you every kind of things about PROC contents. You just have to click on that, okay, and you receive a syntax of PROC contents. And after that, you have some information like how we can have some example on PROC contents, okay. So this is very important. If one learn tasks, we have kind of a documentation about SAS, and every time we can visit the SAS documentation. So let's go. For creating a file in with PROC HTTP, you just have, for me, it's very important to do so because it help you to maybe manage well your file. I will create a file name here with save the file, and bring first save the file here. I want branch save the file here because my file I got here is a CSV file. If I want bring here, I will give a file name, save the file, give a temporary data, and an encoding which they get equal to UTF-H. And for using PROC HTTP, you have to specify temp mstr equal to cr. And after specifying all these things, you now call your proxy proc HTTP and give the method of proc HTTP. I want to get a data, so I use the get, and my file I want to call here is the one I specify here, which is CSV add file, and I use a temporary data here, and I will call it here in my file name in proc import to download the file. And so I put it in out option here, and it's a data I just use in output to temporary data that will be carried in a proc import. And the data I just want to space to save it in this CSV file is the one which is located in this URL. Okay, so I specify the URL equal option and give the links I have here where my data is located. And after that, I have my semicolon and run the procedure. Okay, so I can see that my procedure runs clearly and everything's clear because it's run successfully. And I go back here in my code, and now to bring the data as a SAS dataset, I will use proc import. When you use proc import, you have to give the file name. This is the one I saved here. I just want to call here, and it's a kind of database management system. I mean, it's a CSV file, so in the option database management system equal, I specify CSV, and the data will be output is out equal, and this is the data I'm going to create here is my data, and the option replace will help you to replace the data if it already exists in your SAS environment. And after that, run my proc import. Run it, and everything's clear. So I bring this data here. I will just bring here in my SAS environment. Okay. And let's go back in my code. If I want to see my first 10 observations, I mean my first 10 rows, maybe it is in Python you can use heads or in R also. But in SAS, if you want to see the first 10 rows, you use the proc print data equal, give the name of the data, and in option give ops equal 10. That means I'm going only to see the 5 10 rows. Okay, in comment I will use here to see the 5 10 rows. Okay, so when I run it, I can see here that I have my 5 10 row. Okay, I have a different variable of the data here. You can see the different variable here. It's the same as that in my data. Okay, you can have it here very easy. Okay, you can have it here. Okay, this is very clear. And let's go back in my code. And maybe sometimes it's very important. You can see what is the different characteristics of your variable in your data. You just run proc contents, okay? And when you run proc contents, you have all the information about your data sets, okay? The different variables, the type, the length, the format, and the in format. If you want some have information about format and in format, go on SAS documentation and tap what is the format or in format in SAS. You get every kind of information about that. So just equip it with PROC HTTP. Thank you for watching, and bye.